Maureen Sweeney was a 20-year-old meteorologist in Northern Ireland in the 1940s, and her job was to look out for drops in atmospheric pressure and strong winds and storms approaching. The technology in those days was not great, and this woman was good at her job, and the town that listened to her daily weather reports were very grateful to her. On June 5th, 1941, completely unbeknownst to Maureen Sweeney, General Dwight Eisenhower, the commander of the United States Army during World War II, was in Southampton, England, preparing to launch the single largest amphibious invasion in world history, what would later be called D-Day. He had 156,000 troops ready. He had 11,000 aircraft, 7,000 ships, 10 million pounds of supplies, 200 million pounds of bombs waiting and ready to go. The plan was to invade the Germans from the beach in Normandy, France. And the plan was to do it on June 5th. But there was some heated discussion amongst the General Eisenhower's subordinates if the weather was going to be good or not. You run into bad weather and winds and waves when you're dropping off 156,000 soldiers in the water off a beach, and the entire mission fails and the Germans could wipe you out entirely, and there goes the war. Eisenhower said, I want to go through with it. And he was about to give the command when someone barges into the room and says, I was just listening to a weather reporter from Northern Ireland who's got a pretty good accuracy rate, and she's saying there's going to be heavy winds and high waves and bad visibility along the entire coast, starting from Northern Ireland, but coming all the way down towards France. Choppy waters, poor visibility, lots of clouds. And so General Eisenhower says, who's this woman? And the guy says, some random girl in Ireland, but she seems to be pretty spot on. And so General Eisenhower, he thinks a little bit, and he says, okay, tell the troops we're pushing it off until tomorrow. And they quickly run off to send a message to the hundreds of thousands of troops waiting there, and soldiers and planes, that they're pushing off the entire invasion one day. And the next day, in better weather, they go in and perform arguably the single most important military operation in modern history, and maybe in all of history. Can you believe such a thing? A little 20-year-old woman sitting in a random shack in Ireland, casually sipping on her peppermint tea, looks at some atmospheric pressure reader, turns on her microphone, and gives her daily report, and unknowingly saves the entire world, literally. Every single Jew is the exact same. Every mitzvah, every tefillah, every act of chesed that no one knows about, every word of lashon hara that you don't say, every triumphant spiritual accomplishment saves the entire spiritual world. Our job is to realize it.